Pacquiao? Is it? Where is Pacquiao? Why didn't he come? Play? Atrás. Okay, tell him that I'm going south. Why you don't open me? Okay.
Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the post-game press conference of the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup matchup between Italy and the Philippines, currently with head coach Gianmarco Bazzecco and player Marco Spissu. We'll get an opening statement from both player and coach. Time for questions. We please kindly ask that your phones are on silent. Please, if we can really stress that. Marco, phenomenal performance from your teammates and yourself in this game. 17 3-pointers. Just an opening statement from your perspective of a player on your team's performance.
We just came here to win the game, and that was the most important thing. We knew from 2 days ago that when we lost against Dominican Republic, that the only way is to win the game and pass this group. And we won today, so we're really happy. And now we need to recover because in 2 days we got an important thing against Serbia. We want to keep dreaming, so let's get it.
Thank you, Marco. Coach Gianmarco Bazzecco, again, great performance from your team, a big victory, cementing the top second position, An opening statement from your perspective of a coach on your team's performance.
Okay, first of all, I have to congratulate with the coach of Philippines and his staff and all the players. You did an amazing job today, but not just today. You have to be proud of your players. You did a great tournament. You lost 3 games, but you fight all of them, all of those games. And so you have to be really proud of all the guys. Clarkson is a really huge star, but he has like amazing behavior. He surprised me. Not because he's a star, because I knew, because he played with Fontecchio, so I went to Utah to watch them play. But he played with emotion, with heart, like he was really involved. After the first game, he was on the bench after the 5th foul, and he was really sad. Congratulations to all of you guys. I love my players. I'm in 37th floor in the hotel after game against Republic Dominican. I try to open the door because I want to jump and kill myself. But fortunately, you cannot open the window, sorry. But I'm sure that if I jump in that moment, for sure there was somebody from Philippines with me like this and saved my life. Or I jump on the car because there was traffic, but doesn't matter. And but I suffer a lot, but I got 12 amazing guys. That's the truth. I love each of them. I got amazing staff. I love each of them. And I have like the best president that I had in my life, that he treated me last 2 days as just one father treat his son. So of course I'm really happy, because for us was not easy group. We won, those guys won the last 11 games out of 12. I really love them, really. And that for me is basketball. I don't like to talk about traveling and system, just love.
Thank you, Coach. I'd like to open up for questions for both Marco Spissu and Gianmarco Bazzecco.
Okay, bye-bye.
Question from Cesare Milenti. English, please.
Fammela in italiano, I translate.
No, vabbè, parli. Okay, Marco, such a great performance for you guys tonight. You found once again 3-point shot.
Finally.
Finally. Exactly. So how do you feel about the victory, and how much does it says for the next games for the second round?
I feel great. Win is a win, especially the win that permit you to go in the second round. We play well. We just did what we needed to do. nothing. We play all together. We play in five, so that was the important thing. We share the ball in offense, help each other in defense. That was the key against champions like Clarkson. But also the other was shooting the ball very well. They scored a lot, 3 points. So it wasn't an easy game for us, but we show up on the court that we can really beat everybody, and we need to keep going in this direction.
Coach, now for the first time in the World Cup, you have 2 days before the next game, so you have also some time to relax and not only reflect but prepare also for Friday's game. Having found some certainties like the shooting percentages and also some defensive moments, how much confidence does this win give to you? Also looking forward to Friday.
A lot. Of course, they need to rest. They play a lot tonight, especially some players, Esmeli, Marco. But we have also to use those days to try to fix something that doesn't work as we want. But as Marco says, we share the ball much more than other games. And of course, tonight in defense we have to play a little bit different than our philosophy, because Clarkson is typical player that we have to control differently. And so we have just to move on and continue to play as we did, as we used to do, like as we play most of the time. We play a little bit more tactically those two games, and I don't like, but we have to. Against Serbia, we play like our normal basketball, and okay, of course they are playing amazing. Serbia, they are like huge team, but give me just 1 day to relax and drink a couple of beers, and then I will think about Serbia tomorrow.
Due to time, we'd like to say thank you to head coach Gianmarco Bezzecco and Marco Spisu, and all the best in your crossover game.
Bye-bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Welcome back, everybody, to the post-game press conference of the game between Gilas Filipinas and Italy at the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup. Currently with Gilas coach Chuck Reyes and player Jordan Clarkson. We'll get an opening statement from both player then coach, then time for questions from the local press. Just again, if we can please kindly ask that your phones are on silent during this press conference. Jordan, tough game, but just an opening statement from you as a player on your team's performance from this loss.
Like you said, tough game. Yeah, but I think we competed. I think we've competed in all 3 games. You know, came out here and gave our best efforts, trying to figure out these games and get wins. Yeah.
Thank you. Coach, just a statement from your perspective on your team's performance.
Yeah, very proud of the effort of our players. What a way to fight, coming off those 2 painful losses, and to still show up tonight and give it their all against a top 10 team in the world. Couldn't ask for more. It just came up short. But we continue to fight. That's all we can do.
Thank you, Coach. Just like to open up the press for questions. If you could please state your name and the platform you're writing for. Yes.
Thank you, China Daily. Coach Reyes and also Jordan, next up going to be 2 very important classification games across Group A opponents, highly possible, and almost certainly China and South Sudan, along, a very familiar Asian rival, and also the African debut in that stage. Could you also both talk about your thoughts on the next 2 opponents, if possible? Thank you.
Yeah, JC. Yeah.
South Sudan, physical, athletic team. Watched them play a few games. Their coaching is good as well. I know Luau Dang and how he's put that program together over there. Know they got a young player, Wayne Gabriel is over there as well. That's athletic, runs the floor well. And then China as well. Very familiar with that team. Kyle Anderson joined them as well, and their big guy. 2 really good teams that we got to come out here, put it together, and compete and win. That's what we want to do. We're not coming out here to try to lose, but we know these 2 teams are good. They've been put together well with size and everything, so we're ready to compete and fight.
Jordan, congratulations. Oh, sorry, good effort in the game. Just curious, your thoughts as a player and you guys as a team. Is it dispiriting right before the game to see your head coach booed by the home crowd when you're hoping for unanimous support from everyone?
Yeah, I think so. I really not around the situations to figure out what it's for or whatever as much. But yeah, it is I guess a little weird, especially us hosting and us being a home country. But yeah, like I said, I don't really know much about the situation, but like you said, it does, in that point, feel a little weird and, kind of just out of the ordinary, honestly.
Good evening, Jordan. Ivan from Dagat, Philippines. On a lighter note, Simone Fontecho has been stellar so far for Italy in this group stage, and you fought him tonight. So are you happy that your Utah Jazz team is doing well for Italy?
Yeah. Simone, really good player. He's been super cool. Getting to meet him and stuff last year and playing on the same team, knowing what he does. He can shoot the ball really well. He's strong, big. I'm happy to see him succeeding in these games and having a strong performance. And then, bringing that to the season. And hopefully when, all of us get together in Utah, me, Larry, everybody playing, we can string together a strong season. And, Italy's lucky to have Simone, such a great dude and a great competitor. And yeah, really good guy.
Don't.
Hi, Diane Casilio, ABS-CBN. Italian coach commended Coach Cho, the entire staff and the team for the heart and the passion that he felt everyone had for the game. So we're still in the classification. Jordan and Coach, as you know, we're fighting for a slot at the Paris Olympics. How important is this to you, and how motivated will you be for the next 2 games?
I mean, we super motivated. I think from the beginning we've been motivated. Our team is strong. We fight. Like, we ain't giving up throughout the whole game. Basketball is a game of missed shots and, up and downs. What happens is, we string together runs and we go out there, compete, and fight to the end of the horn. We haven't really felt like we've been out of any games. And we fighting. We strong mentally, and we're gonna put it together and try to get these 2. We know what it means, and we know what it means for the country, and we're gonna leave it all out on the floor.
Coach Shot, after 3 games, we have seen the ability of this Gilas team to start strong, and midway you have that consistency. But how to finish strong remains a big question. Your thoughts on that? Or finish winning?
Yeah, a lot of it has to do also with there's a lot of factors involved. Obviously, in the first game, JC fouled out. That was a big factor. If he didn't foul out, maybe it would have been a different story. Every game has a different thing is happening. Last game, we couldn't make shots. Today, we faced a team that made all their 3-point shots. So that's the story. That's like JC said. That's basketball. That's basketball. Every game is different. You have to approach each game, every possession, every play, and that's all we're doing. We're just keeping our heads down and focusing on each possession and what's in front of us, each play, each possession. And that was our objective tonight as well. It was actually on our board, 40 minutes, to be able to put together a good 40-minute game. We've shown that we can compete and even lead against these top teams, but we're just not able to put an entire game together. But again, that's the reason why Italy is a top 10 team, right? And because they know what it takes in these types of games.
Good evening, Coach Trot. Melo Fuertes from Inquirer.net. After Jordan Clarkson, tonight's leading scorer for Gilas is Dwight Ramos with 14 points. But tonight hasn't been the only night where Dwight has been consistently scoring for Gilas. So what's your thoughts on Dwight's improvement from the past 3 games, including tonight?
Well, that's a product of all his hard work, even in the off season, even when he's not here. Even if he's in California, in LA, he continues working. And in fact, when he came here to start our training camp, I remember he said that he was in the best shape of his career because of all the off-season work that he did while he was away, and it's showing in his games. He's been a great compliment to Jordan, and it's not only his scoring but everything that else that he does. Right, the way he defends, he rebounds, everything else is a complete package. So. Really great to have him on the team.
Coach Delphine from Raptor. Coach, 14 minutes for Renzo Bando, 8 points. Steady performance from him. Looking back, would you say na you thought about using him sana in the past 2 games more?
Well, coaching a national team is always tricky with regards to minutes, and we actually talked about it as a team. I mean, take a look at Italy. They played, 8 players? 3 players didn't even play, and 1 guy got 1 minute. So regular teams, they have 8, 9-man rotations. It's really hard to find minutes for 12 guys on a team. So if we play Renz more, that means somebody who's playing well, like in the first game, Scotty was playing really well, and Roger would have to sit. So it's always a question of give and take, and he shares the same position as Jordan. So it's really difficult. So we have to make compensations when we spread out the minutes, and we try as much as possible to get everybody minutes. But every coach will tell you that's, unless you're an all-star team like Team USA, I guess, right? But it's really difficult, and it's an understanding we have on our team. Everyone who's on the team, they know that they have to make an impact in whatever, if they have a lot of minutes or if they have few minutes.
Coach, Martin Javier from GMA. Can you comment on Renz's performance today, both ends of the floor, making an impact for you guys?
Yeah, I thought that's Lorenz's role in the team. He's a spark plug off the bench for us. From the very start, when we were making the final decisions, I had a conversation with both him and CJ about them coming off the bench, not getting much minutes, but still being able to impact the game. There were a couple of lapses defensively on his end, but overall, can't complain about Renz's performance.
Jordan, Rafael from PTV Sports. I just want to ask, among your teammates, who surprised you the most?
I think everybody down the line. Everybody's been coming out here competing. Roger's a guy that I didn't know much about coming in, but seeing how he can shoot the ball. Last game he was showing his post-up game, posting up smaller defenders. Dwight has always impressed me. The way he approaches the game, never really speeds up. Kind of plays his role, and is aggressive when he has times. And AJ's been his defense has been really well put together. The first game he had a challenge against Cat, where he did a really good job of just forcing him into different shots. I know Cat is a really talented player, NBA guy. But yeah, down the line, I think everybody's really played hard and played well.
Coach Shot, Jasmine from Net 25. The players of Gilas Pilipinas now are very different compared when you were coaching it for years already. What are the characteristics of the Gilas players that this current roster that you love, and how is your coaching strategy with Jordan Clarkson, your relationship with him, and is he very receptive with all of the plays that you are giving him?
Yeah, I guess what people don't know is how coachable Jordan is. We're blessed to have guys, the same thing with 2014 with Andre Blatch. Had a great relationship, have a great relationship with Andre until today. We still message each other regularly. Same thing with Jordan, even before the World Cup. We've been messaging. You owe me a case of wine, man.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so it does everything that we ask him. Offense, defense, doesn't miss practice. Even if we have 2-a-days, it's no problem. We have no issues at all. And I think that's why the team is performing and competing at this stage, because we have players who are not only talented, but they're buying into the system. It's just maybe if we just had more time and more games under our belts together, then we could be able to figure it out. But I hope that you're seeing. Today we played much better, our best in terms of assists, or in terms of fewest turnovers. We still shot the ball well. We shot the three-point shot pretty well compared to last night. We didn't get out-rebounded in the offensive glass. Of course, the other team made all their shots, but can't complain. Can't complain. Jordan's the tip of the spear. He's the head of this pack.
Jordan, to your right, over here. Jordan, just walk us through like navigating this upcoming duel with Shine, especially with your history with that team back in the 2018 Asian Games, where you playing for that squad and losing towards the end. Now having a chance for a payback this time out.
That's who we play next.
Depends
Not yet
on the
sure.
scenarios.
Oh, it's not figured out
But
yet.
we're going to play them for sure.
Johnny? All right. I mean, I feel like with the team that I played, you know, it's still different. What was that? 2-3 years ago, almost.
20.
That was 5 years ago.
5
I'm
years
getting
ago.
old. Like it's 5 years ago. It's gonna be a different team. I said they added Kyle Anderson, another NBA guy. So yeah, just gotta lock in, watch the film, figure out what they do, and get back to the drawing board, get a win. That's it. I'm very curious. Is this milk? It is.
Milk, ba? Is it milk?
Oh,
For the time's sake, we're going to cut short the post-game press conference. Jordan, thank you so much. Chuck Reyes, thank you, and all the best.
Thank you.